welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is doing well and staying safe during these hard times. So today I created this soft glam makeup using all drugstore makeup products. The only thing that I excluded were these eyelashes. They're actually my friend's eyelash brand. They are stunning. They made the whole look come together, made the look even more glam, but everything else is drugstore. I will actually leave her information in the description box below so you guys can check out her eyelashes. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Now let's jump into the video. So I don't normally fill in my eyebrows. I usually use the Glossier brow flick and I just like fill in the sparse areas. I don't usually own brow products, but I do have this E.L.F brow pencil. This is probably the only drugstore brow product that I have. Today I'm actually going to fill in my eyebrows. I don't know how to fill in my eyebrows anymore, so I'm gonna try my very best. I think this is good. I don't really go too crazy with my eyebrows. I prefer the more natural look. So now I just have to match this eyebrow with this one because this one's a lot straight than this one. This one's more arched. So here we go.
2 hours later.
Alright, I think that's as good as it's gonna get. So for my brow gel, I'm gonna be using this E.L.F Wow Brow. I love this thing. It has like little fibers in it, so it makes my eyebrows look a little more bushy, more full. For primer, I'm going to use this NYX Bear With Me Radiant Perfecting Primer. It has Cannabis Sativa Seed Oil. This primer is so luminous and it smells so good. Gotta be careful around the brows. Did I just touch my brow? Frick. For foundation, I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. And I'm going to mix a little bit of the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. This one's just a tad bit lighter for me now. And this one's actually darker than my skin tone. So I'm going to add just a little bit of this one to this one. Oh, and before I do that, I'm actually going to mix in this MILANI Soft Focus Glow Complexion Enhancer to make my face a little more glowier than it already is. Looks a little crazy. I'm just going to mix everything together. Actually, before I go in with my foundation, I'm going to cover my spots with this E.L.F Hydrating Camo Concealer and the shade Medium Sand. This one's closest to my skin tone, so I'm just going to dot it and my blemishes. And then around my mouth. And I'm just going to grab a brush like this and blend that out. And I'm just tapping. I'm just going to dot the foundation on my face. Quick tip before you go in with a new or a clean beauty sponge, make sure you have product on the sponge before you go in and blend in your foundation. That way it's not absorbing your product. I'm going to use a little bit of that foundation and go in with the brush like this and go around my eyebrows. Just being very careful. I'm going to leave that to set and then I'm going to blend it out. For concealer, I'm going to use a COVERGIRL Trueblend Undercover Concealer. I used this in my last video. I'm just going to apply some right here the inner corners. And then out here. And a little bit on my forehead. And add a little bit on my eyelids. To set my concealer, I'm going to use a Wet n Wild Photo Focus translucent powder. Just going to make sure I have no creases. Tiny bit on my forehead because I still want the luminous look. And I'm adding just a tiny bit on my nose. For bronzer, I'm going to use this MILANI Silky Matte Bronzing Powder. I'm using the shade Suntan. And I'm using a small contour brush just to carve out my cheeks. Now I'm going to go in with the bigger brush just to blend everything out. And I'm going to contour my nose differently than last time. So what I'm going to do is contour my nose. Not contour, but bronze my nose. Now I'm not being very precise with it. And then underneath my nose. And I'm going to grab my Blendiful with some powder and carve out my nose and my cheeks. While I wait for that to sit, I'm going to do my highlight. So for my highlight, I'm going to use the Maybelline Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter. And I'm using the shade Molten Gold. Mine is actually broken, but this thing is so blinding. So metallic. And I'm just going to use a highlighter brush. And I'm just avoiding this thing right here. Putting a little bit on my forehead and a little bit on my chin. Now I'm just dusting off the powder. For blush, I'm going to use this E.L.F. blush that I used in my previous video. I'm going to have it listed down below because it doesn't have the name on the packaging. And I'm going for that suntan look, so I'm going to focus it right here where you normally get sunburn, but you know what I mean, where the sun normally hits your face. Now I'm just going to spray my face with this NYX Bear With Me Prime Set and Refresh Multitasking Spray, just to marinate everything together. Okay, so for eyeshadow, I just picked up this Maybelline eyeshadow palette. It's the Nudes of New York. I believe that's the name of it. It says right here. Don't see it in the back. But it has some pretty golds. It has a copper. It has some mauve colors. And then these are like taupey colors. And today I'm going to do just a simple eyeshadow look with a dramatic eyelash. You'll see that. And I'm going to go into this shade Creator. This one right here. And I'm going to use it on the crease. So now I'm going to go into the shade Self Starter. It's this one right here. And I'm going to use it on the lash line. kind of creating a wing. Now I'm just going to grab a small blending brush and then just blend it into the crease. And then going back again and adding more shadow. And now I'm just bringing it into the crease to deepen it up. For my lid, I'm going to use this shade Founder, this one right here. I'm just going to use my finger actually. And just blend everything together. And I'm going to use some of that highlighter and apply it in the inner corner. And I'm also going to add some on the brow bone. For my lower lash line, I'm just going to add the same transition shade. It's pretty much all I'm going to do. I want to keep it nice and simple under the eyes. And that is all I'm going to do for the eyes. And I'm just going to go ahead and do the other eye off camera. For eyelashes, I'm going to use my friend's eyelash brand. I'm going to have all her information in the description box below. And I'm using the Style Sweetheart. They look like this. I'm going to curl my eyelashes first. And then I'm going to apply the eyelashes. I'm going to finish off the eyelashes with this E.L.F 3-in-1 mascara. And now I'm going to finish off with the lips. To line my lips, I'm going to use the Italia Deluxe lip pencil in the shade Light Brown. For lipstick, I'm going to use this Essence Color Boost Matte About Matte liquid lipstick in the shade Dusty Rose. To neutralize and lighten the center a little bit, I'm going to use the NYX Soft Lip Cream in the shade London. And I'm just going to focus it on the center. And I'm just going to lock everything in with the same NYX Bear With Me setting spray. Alright, and that is all I have for today's video. If you haven't already, go watch my previous video. I'm going to have a link down below so you guys can check it out. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave. Give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below telling me what are your favorite drugstore makeup products. I would like to know. Have a wonderful rest of your day and I will see you in my next video. Bye!